Come with us as we watch the fun Denzel Washington in Man on Fire. He plays Mr. Officer Thickums. Mm.
In 2004 in Latin America, there is one kidnapping every 60 minutes. 70% of those victims don't survive. Somewhere in Mexico, two friends are catching up. Ray and John Creasy. They have been friends for a long time, since their military days. They did something in the past and Ray moved on. Creasy is still bugged by his conscience, which made him a drunk. Worried about the kidnapping incidents around them, a rich man named Samuel Ramos talks to their family lawyer, Jordan Kalfas. Kalfas encourages Samuel to hire a new bodyguard so he can renew his kidnap and ransom insurance. The plan is to hire someone cheap, renew the insurance policy, and then fire the guy. Samuel Ramos kinda foine. I kinda see what J-Lo saw. Ray knows about the job offer, so he tells Creasy to accept the job because it will be good for him to have something to do. Samuel is surprised that Creasy is very cheap considering his 16 years of military experience, so Creasy reveals that he drinks a lot. Thinking that it's a good bargain, Samuel finally introduces Creasy to his wife, Lisa. Lisa likes John and hires him right away. Their daughter, Peta, talks a lot and is friendly. Apparently, her last bodyguard resigned because he got tired of chatty Cathy. To ease his tension, Creasy takes some medication called rum. The next day, he drives Peta to school, and all the way there, the girl does nothing but yap. Creasy meets the school's headmistress, Sister Anna, and he reveals that he believes in God and just happened to lose his way. After classes, John is to drive Peta straight home. She keeps asking him questions, but Creasy avoids answering. Then he snaps and tells the girl that he was hired to be her bodyguard and not her friend. Because of this, Peta gets hurt and starts ignoring him, even moving to the back. Lisa has learned about what happened, so he talks to Creasy about it, but Creasy is determined not to get attached to anybody. Behind this cold facade, Creasy is so sad and devastated, he tries taking his own life. However, the gun fails to go off. I could make him happy. Every day, every hour and minute. On the next day while driving, Creasy spots a vehicle following them. He asks Peta for a pen, and the girl quickly realizes that John needs the plate number of the car behind them. Peta writes it down, and the car continues to drive away. For some reason, Peta's parents leave the girl in Creasy's care along with the maid. This some true Caucasian raising. Realizing he can do better, Creasy changes his treatment of the girl. He now talks to her and even helps her train for her swimming competitions. They spend so much time together that they become closer, and a friendship blossoms. The training also pays off when Peta wins first place in the competition. Afterwards, they go celebrate with the raisin-aging Ray and his mail-order bride. Peta likes Creasy so much that she gives him a necklace with the image of St. Jude. Now that he's doing better, Creasy has stopped drinking and spends more time reading his Bible. Samuel wants Peta to take piano lessons, even though she prefers swimming. During Peta's first lesson, Creasy waits outside. Then he realizes that they are now surrounded. One is a police car, and the other is the car with the familiar plate number. Shots are fired and Creasy fires back at the police officers. Peta is terrified, so she runs as fast as she can. Creasy sustains multiple shots, and the girl turns back to help him. Unfortunately, with Creasy down, the kidnappers successfully take Peta away. But I feel like her talkative nature might make the kidnappers return her. Now Creasy is under arrest and charged for the murder of 2 police officers. Even the reporters know how corrupt the cops are, so they question why said cops were at the scene when they were off duty. Soon after, the authorities arrive in the Ramos mansion. Big back Victor Fuentes from the Anti-Kidnapping Division says they have a permit from the public minister to get involved. Attorney Kalfas is against this, as they plan to handle the situation themselves. But he can't say no when the police officer insists. The kidnapper immediately contacts the family, asking for $10 million. They have very specific instructions that they want Samuel to follow. If he fails, they'll kill Peta. So Samuel follows all of the tasks from the start until the dropping of the money. However, during the drop, there is a shootout, and the kidnapper's nephew is killed. The boss calls Samuel again, saying that the negotiation is off and that they will kill Peta. Lisa is devastated. She tries to talk to the kidnapper, but to no avail. She slaps all the cops and blames them for what happened. Creasy is taken out of the hospital by Miguel Manzano, Agency for Federal Investigation Director, who fears for his safety. Ray tells him that Peta is dead, and Creasy is devastated. Miguel mentions a brotherhood called La Hermandad that protects bad cops before presenting Creasy with photos of possible suspects. Ray wants to drive Creasy across the border, but Creasy wants to stay. He even lets the journalist from the newspaper tail them. Mariana Guerrero introduces herself and offers to work together. She believes the kidnappers are part of La Hermandad, a group involving cops, government officials, and more. She offers to help Creasy, and in exchange, he will tell her his story. Now Creasy is determined to avenge Peta. He returns to the Ramos mansion, where he finds Peta's diary. Some entries include Peta saying that he loves Creasy and even calls her Bear. Creasy Bear Lisa walks in on him, and Creasy promises that he'll kill every single person involved in the kidnapping. With Ray's help, he purchases guns, explosives, and ammunition. Then Creasy calls Mariana and asks her to look for the owner of the plate number that Peta wrote down in her journal. As soon as she gives him a name, Creasy starts the hunt. His first target is Jorge Gonzalez. Jorge admits he's a judicial policeman and a part of La Hermandad. He admits taking part in Peta's kidnapping. However, he insists that they never met the boss, and every order is done on the phone. They call the boss the Voice, which apparently he sounds like a bundle of sticks. Their job is to take the target and pass the target to the Guardians. After that, their part is done. Jorge reveals that one Guardian works at a rave in Neza. Now he has the information he needs. Creasy shoots Jorge dead before letting his car drive off the cliff. Miguel knows that Creasy has already started taking down all those responsible for Peta's death, and there's no way for him to catch Creasy. After killing Jorge, Creasy heads to the club in Neza. The bouncer is caught off guard and takes him to see the others. Creasy shows them a picture of Peta and kills one who immediately recognizes the girl. One man, an American, explains that they just received calls from the boss and get $200 every 2 weeks via the ATM card that was given to them. He confesses that the ransom money was stolen at the drop by a corrupt lieutenant named Fuentes, who works in the anti-kidnapping division. After getting what he needs, Creasy kills the man and turns his attention to the only woman in the room. Why all these kidnappers big-backed? Are they eating the children? The woman reveals that Peta was thrown against the wall and she saw her body placed in the trunk of a car. Then the boss's brother drove away with Peta's body in the vehicle. The woman swears she doesn't know any more information, but she begs for her life, promising to show Creasy where the girl is. But the girl is not Peta and is just another victim. Creasy takes the woman and the kid with him and shoots the air while everyone cheers. The crowd, still thinking it's part of the music, still cheering. Then he blows up the entire club with the crowd still cheering. Are gringo mass shootings not a thing in Mexico? He contacts Mariana, and she confirms that another girl was kidnapped the night before. Creasy meets up with Mariana and hands the girl and the woman over. Then he asks about Lieutenant Fuentes. Mariana reveals that it was Fuentes who drove Samuel Ramos at the drop, and that he is known to be corrupt. 3 years ago, he was caught with $50,000 and a dead body in the car, but he was never charged because the witness was killed. Mariana warns Creasy that Fuentes lives in a judicial compound and travels in a motorcade, but Creasy doesn't care. He also asks Mariana to look for the owner of the ATM card. The next day, he waits for the motorcade to pass, and then he blows up the first car. The lieutenant is quickly cornered. Creasy ties Fuentes to the hood of a car and interrogates him. He warns Fuentes that there's an explosive device inside his bum, and he's running out of time, giving a whole new meaning to dropping a bomb in the toilet. The crooked cop brags about being the president of La Hermandad. He admits to killing the boss's nephew and stealing the bags of money. However, he explains that there were only $2.5 million in one bag, and the other is all paper. He is sure that the replacing of money with paper happened even before the drop, and he mentions that Calfas was there. Then Creasy blows up the car with Fuentes still tied to the hood. Unfortunately for him, Calfas is already dead when he gets to his house. Creasy finds some documents showing some money transfers, and he asks Mariana to help him decipher everything. By the time he gets to the Ramos house, Samuel has already given up. He knows that Creasy has come only because he has discovered the truth. So Samuel confesses to killing Calfas. He reveals to Lisa that he didn't inherit a successful business from his gambling-addicted father. Instead, he inherited all his debts. To pay them, he has agreed to Calfas' idea to the kidnapping. Calfas promised him that Peta would be safe and be back in 2 days. The money from the kidnap and ransom insurance was supposed to be split between them, but now Peta is dead and the money is gone. Lisa is furious. She can't forgive her husband, so Creasy gives Samuel a bullet as if telling him what to do. Samuel unalives himself, and now Lisa is alone. Miguel and Mariana manage to trace the owner of the ATM card. It's the boss's wife. They get their people to infiltrate the house on the pretense of vaccinating the townspeople. And this was before C-19, so they were down. They find a photo of the voice and plan on releasing his photo in the papers the next day. However, later that night, the boss's brother threatens Mariana that if she publishes the photo, she'll get killed. Still, Mariana publishes the photo and tells Creasy everything she knows. When Creasy arrives at the location, the boss's brother shoots him in the chest. The brother runs, but Creasy catches him. He lets the kids go, but the wife and the brother are left behind. The woman admits that she is the boss's wife, Reina Rosas. She confesses that the voice, the boss behind it all, is Daniel Rosas Sanchez, and that the brother is Aurelio. The authorities are keeping track of the situation, hoping to trace the boss's location. When Creasy finally talks to the boss, he shoots off Aurelio's hand to show how angry he is. He offers to let Aurelio go if Daniel gives himself up. Daniel values family, so he offers to give back Peta if Creasy lets his brother go. Creasy is shocked by the revelation, so he asks Daniel to ask Peta the name of her teddy bear. When he successfully names it, Creasy knows he's telling the truth and Peta is alive. They agree to a meetup, and Creasy contacts Lisa to tell her everything. When Lisa arrives at the location, Creasy hands her the gun to defend herself. If something bad happens, she is to shoot Aurelio dead. Creasy is relieved to see Peta still alive. The girl runs to him, and they hold each other tight. Peta tells Creasy she loves him before running to where her mom is. Lisa then lets Aurelio go, and Creasy marches to meet the kidnappers. Creasy dies later that day. Peta is now safe with her mother. Miguel finds out where Daniel Rosas is hiding and kills him too, on the same day that Creasy is killed. I watched this movie over 20 times when it first came out. Loved the acting from Dakota Fanning and Denzel. What did you guys think of this one?
If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications because YouTube isn't recommending my videos. So, if you like to watch more foolishness, you can click here or here.